G'day everyone, it's Max, and welcome back to the Dyson Sphere Program next, because we are in the next system doing the next great things everywhere. That's right. And, you know, past Max, he's very entertaining sometimes. Episode 38, he built a lot of machines. I mean, it's crazy, right? You turn it on and it produces 2,000 deuterium a minute. That's pretty crazy. And now I look back at that and it's like, that was nothing. That was drop in the buckets, you know? And I mean, I had put some work into that. I mean, there was work past Max had done to make that happen. And it is nothing compared to what we have now. But you know what? Let's get into it. There's the music. Okay, so, everybody recognizes this. It's episode 38. It's at a standstill because, of course, everything's clogged. There's no way I was able to keep that going. And, of course, we did the test. 2,000 a minute. Yeah, looks good, right? We're all pretty happy about that. And it's groovy. And it's the way it should be. But, of course, at the end of that episode, we said, you know what? I got to keep building. We need more. We need more of the things. We got to have the stuff and the things. You got to have it. You got to have it. So we did. And I kept building. And made another whole one. That's right. Not one, but now we have two. Two totally functional things. Well, I hope it's functional. So you'll notice a slight difference in this bank of machines. They are using only 6 fractionators instead of 10. Second, none of the particle colliders are actually connected. They've been disconnected the entire time. Even in the last episode for the test, they weren't connected. No, they weren't. All the deuterium is coming through the fractionators. None of them are coming through the particle colliders. These particle colliders are literally just there to look good. Yeah, that's it. I know. It's pretty crazy. Yeah, that's right. We've got hundreds of machines now doubled to do things. And hopefully, this is now going to get us. I mean, it is very impressive to look at. Yeah, look at that. Hopefully, this will now get us the 4,000 deuterium per minute that we need for 200 rockets. That's just... It's crazy. It's crazy out here. So that's pretty cool, right? I mean, now, we're going to fire this up, right? We're going to probably test it because, I mean, that's a thing we do on this channel. But especially in this show. So, the other half, I mean, the whole purpose of this exercise is we're going to do the deuterium and the ridiculous system with that awesome gas giant collecting all that hydrogen gas is going to give us the other half, right? No, it's not. Turns out that big honking gas giant isn't going to give us enough. So I went back to the ridiculous system, right? Because it's a ridiculous place. And I measured the gas giant and just how fast it will give us hydrogen. Running full tilt, that gas giant will give us 5,700 hydrogen a minute. And that's running full tilt. All right? But we need 9,600. Just like we needed 8,000 for the 4,000 deuterium we got. Right? So we're short 4,000. That's a problem. Because we can't be short. I mean, we want 200 rockets a minute. Gosh darn. And we're going to get 200 rockets a minute. And to get 200 rockets a minute, we need some hydrogen. Like 9,000 of it. 9,600 to be exact. So where are we going to get it? Well, you see, it turns out we have another whole part of the planet. Yep, that's right. I then built another whole part of the planet. Boom. Yep. You want to see what hundreds of oil cracking machines look like? We have got hundreds of cracking machines cracking the things to give us the missing 4,000 plus hydrogen to do the thing. Boom. This is all brand new. So now we didn't just double, we could quadrupled something. So we have done a lot of building. Now, as you can see down in the lower right-hand corner, it has now just turned 186 hours. The clock was at 180 hours when we did the test on that first one. So 6 hours of hard work has gone by. 6 solid hours of hard work went into doing all this right here. Yep, to build all this. And then to lay down, I don't know, it was like between 400 and 500. 400 to 500 more machines and hook them all up to give us all the cracking and all the stuff for all the hydrogen on the planet. Yeah, this is now a thing. Now, it is built. It is all inserted. Sorted, whatever things. When you're tired, right? And I had to do all this all meanwhile going through crazy root canal emergency surgery. That was a thing. You wake up one morning and you got a bit of a toothache. Yep. And then, the next day, like it's literally like someone just shut your jaw off. It's not fun. There's been nothing fun about this whole week at all. No. There's yep. This was a lot of work, and it's but it is. The machines are all built. They're all sorted. They do need to be powered. So I am going to now take some time, go through, put all the power poles in for all this craziness, and prep them up to be hooked into the oil that you see in there, right? Because now we have 2 whole sections to feed on both sides of this planet. So there's a lot going on here, and this is only a third of the things we're taking from this planet. We are taking all the silicon veins and all the coal veins. That's right. There's 60 million plus coal on this planet, and we got to take it for the graphene that we need to produce. And all the silicon here, we're taking that because we got to make all that on planet 1. In fact, when you look on a chart, we are just over the 50% mark of all the things we have to build to make these 200 rockets. Yeah, it's not like we're almost done. No. we're like 54% done, maybe 57, definitely not 60. We have a whole bunch of things, like the magnetic things that we have to make, and all the carbon nanotubey things, and all the other things. We have so many other things that we got to go back to Planet 1 to make. So we're going to be shipping the silicon there. We're going to be shipping the coal there. We're going to ship the hydrogen there, and we're also going to ship all the deuterium there. And hopefully at the end of it, we're going to make something. I sure hope so. Anyway, because I've put a lot of effort into making this happen. Okay, I'm gonna power this up. All right, I'm gonna run down, put a bunch of power poles in, boom, 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 right, whole things. Then I'm gonna bring it back, and we are gonna have a look at. We'll try starting up one at a time. Right, we're gonna start up one at a time, and we're gonna see what happens. And I can only hope that I got it right, that we're kind of close, that we're doing a thing, because when we fire this side, all this side up with its 6 configuration and not the 10, I'm hoping it will be as close as this one was, and then of course there's another whole other side of the planet now where we have to fire all of this up. And I have no idea if this will. I'm kind of shooting for it. Is it enough? I don't know. I have no clue. I really don't know. I don't know if this will be enough to get enough hydrogen. Right now, it's going to have to be enough. Only because I have done so much with oil and oil cracking and X-ray cracking and all the belting and all the towering and all the thinging that I have got to go build something else for a while. So it's just got to work. Okay, I'm going to bring it back. Let's power this up and let's see what happens. Catch you in a second. Welcome back. Yeah, I'm just putting in some power poles. You know, because when you're doing literally fields of machines, you know, it can get a little lonely sometimes. So, you know, I thought, you know what? I'm going to bring them back, and we're gonna hang out while I just keep putting down power poles. That's what I'm doing. As I keep going up and down aisles and aisles of machines. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty crazy, the amount here. Now, I have looked into mods around copying and you know, like the copy mod and the inserters copy type mod and that kind of thing. But even so, I can't see how I would get it to work with this. Okay, maybe there would be another type of design you could use that you could try to copy. But in this particular case, there's just a lot of twists and turns in this, and I don't know how I would be able to make the copy mods that are currently out there be able to work with this to do this kind of build. Now, like, I mean, even these power poles, right? So the other day, I was watching the copy mod being used, and you know, they were and what they were doing is they were stretching out the poles to be like 6 or 7 squares apart, which was really cool. I thought, man, that's so cool. And then I realized that probably wouldn't work here, right? I like, this is what, 8 squares, then this is 6, then this is like 7, 6. Like, again, I don't think I can make it all work. It's just not going. It just wouldn't fit into this. Into this. I don't even know what to call this. You know, it's Max Mania is what it is. Whatever this is called, it just wouldn't fit into it, which is kind of a bit of a bummer, because I thought, you know what, when I do another series, you know, that's fresh and all that stuff, you know, I'm going to have to do big builds again, and you know, I've got to try and find a way to save some time, because obviously, you know, you can't kind of spend this kind of time all the time on these kinds of builds. And I haven't quite figured that part out yet. Nope. Still haven't got it figured out. I'm still kind of hoping on that whole blueprint thing, maybe, I guess, where I can just say, I want to take this, copy that, bam, 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 and watch my little robots fly around with their little robot wings and do the robot things and make magic happen for me. And I'd be like, yep, that's exactly what I wanted, little robots. That's exactly what I wanted. But I'm not going to get that. Not right now, anyway. Oops. You know, I'll fix that one. There's one on the other side I just noticed, but you know what? I'm not gonna worry about that one. That one I will get though, because you guys are here for this one. So yeah, it's not that I definitely haven't looking at like the copy mods out there at the moment. And yes, for a lot of other stuff that I have been currently doing, they will probably work just great. But this, I don't know what I don't even know what to say about this kind of stuff. I mean, you know, there's I I guess if I set it up a little differently, maybe if I stretched this machine out a little farther so as I can get the poles to all kind of line up at 8 and that kind of thing. That is the only way you could really use the copy type mods today for this kind of build, because there's no other way. There's no other way to make that happen. You know, now, like I said, it wouldn't work in this current design, but like I said, I guess if you could stretch it out, like maybe leave 2 spaces between these buildings, do some other things, might take up a little more space on a map, but at least you'd be able to do it in, you know, in a large scale fashion quickly, right? Because right now you can't, and it will definitely get you. So look at that. See, now I did this a little differently, but you know what? It is what it is. I'm gonna live with this. I'm gonna live with it because it's a thing. Now I still gotta put all kinds of power in. So I'm not gonna. I just made you hang out with me to put power into all this one. Yeah, look at that. That is a sea of blue. It's pretty scary when the sun doesn't even shine on your whole creation. Is that a weird thing? Is that what it's like to be godly like or whatever? You know, when the sun does not even touch all the stuff I've built. I'm sure there's some weird saying out there for that. But anyway, got that done. I still got lots of power to do. So I am actually going to cut away here. I'm going to keep working on that power. I'm going to keep doing the things. And, of course, I'm going to bring you back when we're ready to power it all on, right? Because this will be a thing. And I'll talk to you soon. Okay, we're back. And I am hoping I've got it right. That's what we're going to... So this is going to be the fire-up test for the other side of Deterium. Again, there will be a bit of a warm-up to get all these to run, of course, because that's a thing. Of course, nothing has ever run through them before, so I might have missed all kinds of things. And in fact, I am sure I'm going to have to do something about that. But we'll see how it goes. I'm going to plug this in. We're going to see if they at least take off, right? So there is... oh, you're not going to do that? You're going to do that? Okay, you'll do that. Cool. Let's just, you know what? We'll come back to this side in a second. I want to hook up the other side. And then make sure that at least it's working its way down, right? You need to do a thing. You do that. Do the magical thing. Okay, you're not doing the magical thing. That's because you have no inserters. Well, we will give you some. Take in the oil of the magical thing. There we go. You're not doing a magical thing. Why are you not doing anything magical? You're not doing anything magical. Because you have no power. How come you have no power? Like, because you got left out in the cold somehow. I feel bad for you. Okay, there you go. And this is stuff I gotta watch for, right? Okay, why do you two? Because you two are missing your inserters. Of course you are, because there was a lot of you, and I was gonna miss some. Oh, look, and I missed 2 here as well. Because no, I didn't. Oh. No, in your case, I just plain didn't copy you correctly. So, how about we paste you and paste you? Excellent. There we go. Okay, that's this side now working. Let's go have a look at the other side and see what it's doing. Okay, so... Well, we have lots of spinny things over here, so I didn't miss it. You know what? That's probably because the sunlight's on this side, and so, you know, you can see it a lot more. That's the excuse I'm going with. We got a warm up. We get the warm up period going on here. Again, these colliders are not connected. All of this is coming through the fractionators. So I hope it works. I really do. We are getting stuff in the box. It is slowly warming up, right? We'll take it at the 50 mark. So we're at the 50 mark right now. You know what? We'll take it at 55. All right, there we go. So this is the warm-up test. I'm not even going to look at the at this over here, whatever this is. Yeah, the graphite. I'm not too worried about this. That's a lot of graphite, though. I must admit, I'm very impressed with that. But we always, but again, we are literally running a casino here now. I am running the largest oil casino on this side of the galaxy, with all the flashy, cool lights, and we are literally gambling on Deterium, where we are hoping for the rollout. Right, we are hoping for all the goodies and the stuff and the things. And that's what we're pushing for. That's what we're pushing for. We've got all our chips on D for Deterium, and that's what we're going for. So I'm not even going to stop the box. I am literally just going to look down here. We have 5 seconds left to go, and I am just going to take a rough look at it. There's 55 right there. So there is 220. 220. Cool. Let's see what it will do once it's warmed up. So I'm going to let this warm up, and then I'll bring it back, and we're going to see how that goes. Cool. Okay. These warmed up much faster than ever before. So we're getting ready to do this test, because basically the graphene boxes are going to fill up and be a total mess. In fact, you know what? Let me kind of empty their boxes first, because this will just get too hard. I mean, you know. Yep. This is the thing. Okay. So 28, 29, 30. Okay, there we go. You are off to the races, and you are 35. There you go. So this is the test. 30 and 35 is what we're doing. You can see here most of the lanes are full. On a six fractionator setup, they are pretty stuffed, but they have not filled. So it's still jury's still out whether 6 is going to be enough to do it, whereas 10 on the other side seemed like it was too much. But that's where we are. Okay. Yep, we are doing a thing, right? We're doing a thing. We're at 20 seconds. 20 seconds. Now, again, I don't know if these are fully warmed up, but we're going to find out. Basically, that's 30 right there. And this is going to be 34, 35. So what do we got there? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Say 750. Sure. And what do we got here? 2, 4, 6, 8, 1,000. A little over 1,000. Well, considering I gave the other one, like, it was, what was it, 3/4 of an hour or an hour to warm up, and these have literally only been running for like, what is it, 10 minutes, maybe 15. Are they all juiced up? I don't know. Maybe they need 8 to make it work. But in any case, it is what it is. Like, you know, and why are some of the lanes lower? Like, is this one just getting better odds at cracking, right? Things I'll have to keep an eye on, right? Because, like, look at this, right? Like, there is way more oil in these lines. So something is kind of wonky there, right? It's almost like half of it isn't working. In fact, that's exactly what I would say is happening. Why is that? Lack of material. Why is that? Because the missing inserters are missing on this side. Okay, so these ones are missing some pieces. Okay, so is that one and this one. Okay, so all right, so we're doing a little over 1,000, but it does appear that some of these need. Oh, that's the other side. That's not going to give us anything. But some of these do need a little bit of work. All right, so we know the other side is probably doing a little over 2,000. Oh, that looks like it's a potential missing side. Nope, it's not. It's not missing. It just happens to be backed up. All right. Yeah, it's all kind of weird how each of these lines, like, you could literally do a data study on these lines. But we'll take that. We'll take that for now. Well, I'm going to, because, yeah. You know, I mean, I do have a little ocean left, so I could probably add, you know, a few dozen more. You know, maybe like expand this island a little bit here and add like a few dozen more a little later on. That'll be a thing. Now, it turns out the other side doesn't need any warm-up time. Nope. Because it's making hydrogen. It's just going to make hydrogen. Boom. And it's like spits it out, and there it is, right? So there is no cracking, no anything. It is literally just going to spin up and start spitting out the extra hydrogen it has and then send it down lines. The only trick to that is that I have now just noticed some of these, a fair amount of these seem to be missing their inserters on these front machines. So I'm going to cut away here for a minute. I'm gonna run through. I'm gonna go through and put in the missing sorters, and then of course, then I'll bring you back and we plug these in, and they will literally start right away and take right off, which is going to make me a little nervous. But okay, that is what's going to happen. And we've got 3 oil. Right, because there's 3 lines of crackers on each side of these, so there's 6 lines in total. We got our 3 oil crackers. We got the lines coming back down in the towers. It's all going to be crazy. So I'm going to bring you back shortly, and we're going to fire this up, and we'll see what happens. Hey, welcome back. What's going on? The astute person out there may note that the clock in the corner is now another hour and some into the future. Yep. I thought I forgot a few sorters. I thought, oh look, I forgot a row of sorters. I better go fix that. Yep. Turns out it's about 800. 800 of them. Yeah. That was the thing. Yeah. Sometimes I will do something, and it's a thing, right? It's it's so much a thing. Like the Dyson Sphere. It's a thing, right? And then sometimes I do a thing, I do something, and it's like, oh, that's a thing. That is such a thing. But the thing is done. This should be good to go. I'm hoping. Boy, I really hope. Because, let me tell you, if not, I don't know what to tell you. But we're going to fire this up anyway. We're going to see what happens. We're just putting down some power poles. Okay, so here's the way it works. Each side is kind of independent of each other, so we can kind of get a decent measurement from the first one. These will have very little warm-up time. Yes, they need a little warm-up time because they're going to be sucking up their own hydrogen until they will literally, pull in their own hydrogen to fill themselves up until they're done, and then they'll probably start releasing. So I guess there is a little more warm-up time than I thought. But I want you guys around because we're gonna plug this in, and it's gonna be a thing, and it's gonna be cool. So let's do that. All right. So now I am not promising I have not forgotten anything else. We're dealing with many hundreds, if not 1,000 machines here. It's more probably like 500-600 machines. Now that's not counting that other whole side that I just did. There's another whole whack load of machines. So I'm just saying, I've probably forgotten something else. But we're gonna plug this in and see what happens. Okay, here we go. There's one. Do a thing. And there you go. There's 2. And there's 3. And again, the first things first. These have got to go all the way down here. These have got to go all the way down. Do. Yep. Look, I'm actually racing ahead of it. We're gonna actually go into the dark. That's where we are. We start on the light side of the planet, going into the dark side. I hear they got cookies on this side though. So, I'm keeping an eye out for them cookies. Come on. Keep going. Yep. Let's go. All right, there we go. We're all the way down. That is pretty crazy. This is pretty crazy. Back on Planet Max, back in the ridiculous system, there's I might have 200 machines there. No, there's probably about 150, right? And I remember building that and thinking, wow, that is such a big build. And now, it's like, now I'm looking at 1,000 machines. And I'm like, yeah, that's a build. Yep. Yeah, I remember what I'm doing now. Yeah, so these are literally just pulling themselves in. They better be. Osh gosh by gosh. You are pulling yourselves in, right? Yeah, so they had to fill themselves up first, but it looks like they've done so. Well, this one hasn't. He's not done yet. He's like, well, you know, maybe sometime soon. Okay. They are starting to spit out because some of them are filled up and some of them aren't. So, yep, that would be a thing. But we should get down to the end because this is all going somewhere. Yeah, look at all these lines. I know it's dark and we're going to... in fact, it's going to be dark everywhere now. The sun's kind of quirky again. Wow. Look at that. That line there is getting pretty full. Okay. So, I'm now going to try and clean this out, right? Let's do this. Yeah. Yeah, do a thing, dude. Do a thing. Do it. Inventory is full. Cannot fill item. Yeah, I know, because I am literally filling it. Where are we? Let's start at 10, right? Yeah, 10. All right, so there's about 100 in there, we'll say. But let's see how well this does, because this is pretty intense. Wow. Like, we started at what, 10 seconds? That's already 800. I mean, that is freaking amazing. That is amazing. Wow. This is working much better than expected. Much better than expected. I did not think wow. We're at 2,000 and 50 seconds. So what, 20 seconds to go? I think I started at 10. I mean, I only need 4,000. We're at 2,800 on this one side alone. I'm pretty sure I'm okay. Look, we're at 3,000. I mean, and this is good. This is actually awesome, right? I mean, we're all right. Let's just call it 3,300. The thing is that this is great because the less hydrogen we have to wait from the ridiculous system to get here, the better for us. This is great. This is awesome. That cooks my mind. I mean, look at it. Look at that. That's gonna fill it. Boom. Look at that. 5,000. Done like dinner. Amazing stuff. Yeah, so we're literally pulling about... Now, if this other side does as good, that means we're going to be pulling, what, 6,600? Yeah, that's a thing. Now see, 800 sorters, that was a thing. 6,000 hydrogen a minute, that's a thing. Look, and this one, what are you doing, mister? You mean there's one line that's not even going in that direction? Oh my goodness! This line, he was like, nah, I'm going to send mine down to this one. There was even more in there. You cheater! No, you have to stop, Mr. Cheat. Okay, just hold on a second. Oh, wait a minute. You're graphene. You're not hydrogen. You're graphene. Wow. Okay. Sure. I remember that now. I allowed that line to come down into this graphene because it was shorter for that line, and I'm not even measuring graphene. Okay. Yeah. This is the hydrogen tower here. Cool. Let's plug this one in because I mean that was just crazy. Okay. Let's do this one anyway. All right. Let's get down on the ground. You, fine sir, you may plug into that one. And you, sir, you may plug into this one. And we'll just run down here to the end. And you, fine sir, you may plug into the final one. Now again, I may miss something. In fact, I'm sure I am. There's probably no doubt on that. Yep. Where I would have missed something, I have no clue. Okay, everything's kind of spinning up. It's a little harder to see in the daylight, isn't it? You know, I mean, this is all kind of a challenge. Yep. Yeah, there's some spinning up things. That is graphene going that way. I'm assuming you guys are still collecting, right? No, you're not collecting? Are you collecting? Well, you got one hydrogen. All right, cool. Like, is the oil not getting here? Are you doing something? Okay, you are spitting out stuff. Yeah, these are literally just spinning up, right? They're not spun up yet. They're just trying to get there. And of course this side can't spin up until this side kind of fills up. Okay, yeah. So I'm just being so freaked out about the other side that I'm not giving enough. I am literally not giving it enough time to spin up on this side. So I will be patient for a minute. I mean, we'll just keep looking around to see if we see any major problems. But it does look good. We see hydrogens going around in circles. We like that. Wow. Why is there a graphene block here? Of course there is, because this tower looks like it's plugged, and it would be plugged. And because it's sharing a line, I can't have this side plugged up. So go away. Yeah, you guys just keep going down there. Yeah, you just keep emptying that line. Holy smokes. It appears graphene is actually going to do probably better than I expected as well. This is all good. Oh, wow, look at that. Look, it's trying to empty the lines as fast as possible. Oh, I did not hook this line in. I thought I did. See? Little things like that, gonna get you. Boom. There we go. Okay, they're emptying out. Okay, let's wow, look at that. That's a full line right there. I mean, there's very little space on that line. Okay, oh wow. Okay, well, let's do a thing. We'll start at 15, 13, 14, 15. All right, here we go. So that was pretty close to 0. I'm pretty happy. I got to admit, I'm pretty happy. Look at this. So 15 seconds, we got over 1,100. Okay. That's awesome. Again, we only need 4,000 hydrogen total out of this. But every single piece of hydrogen here saves us from having to truck it back from the ridiculous system. And not only that, the ridiculous system is going to need some extra hydrogen from the gas giant. So if it doesn't have to ship less, it can ship less here, that's great. 15 seconds to go and we're already at 3,200. I mean, we should be able to easily pull down 4,000 from this one side alone. That's awesome. 12, 13, 14, 15. Look at that. 4,100. That's awesome sauce. I mean, that's exactly what we want. Okay. This is a win. There's so much winning here. In fact, if I found that the deuterium side was a little short, I could probably divert some of this hydrogen. Right? Because, I mean, all I have to do really is, shove a little bit across the pond here. Because if you go up here, yeah, like if you just kind of jaunter across the pond here, if we found this was running a little short, we could just, I don't know, add some machines right here, connect these two pieces together. Like I could easily close in this little bit of water here on. It's perfect. We'll just top up the deuterium side with all the extra hydrogen. I mean, we got lots of extra now, right? No problems. And of course, with the 60 million coal, even if some of them shut down, so let's say we're not using all them sides, if some of it shuts down, so what? The coal is here to supplement that. So we are good. We are good to go. We are over on time. But yeah, we have built the mega thing, the thing of things. where we just have lots of oil making lots of hydrogen thing, and it's amazing and cool. For those that are kind of astute, you'll see that there's a star system in the back, the Slav system. Yeah, that's actually a pretty nice system, by the way. We may take a tour there a couple episodes from now. Let's leave that for a couple episodes from now. Yeah, it's a pretty nice place. You notice that's another 13 light years away. Yeah, it's way out there on the far edge of the space stuff. Yeah, and it's pretty cool. But for now, I am way over on time anyway. So I'm Max. This is Dyson Sphere Program Next, where we are literally nexting the oil thing. It's all thing here. I mean, look at this. This is just beauty. I mean, this is what you want to look at when you see a factory, right? This is what you came here for. This is the brochure, right? This is it. And with that, I will see you on the next episode. Take care.